So I wanted to show the washi tape I used. I had 4 options. I only actually used the green. And then the markers I chose 5 different colors, and I think I only used 2 of those colors too. So I think it just kind of ends up being what it is. And then I had a Happy Planner Christmas forest stickers. So we're in December, and obviously if you can't tell, I'm over the Harry Potter, which is kind of sad, but I tried to find ways to cover up all of the references of Harry Potter, and I shouldn't have stuck down that first sticker, but you know. And I really like the brown paper. I found some sticky note paper and I've been ripping that up. I think I'm gonna just save those and start using just regular brown paper. Adding a little bit of decorative with washi tape, some stickers that are in that pack, and then covering up all the other words and different things using the brown paper. I was really happy with this set with the stickers and the deer and fox and the different elements that are in the sticker pack, but there are some things I didn't quite know how to use, and some of the like mushrooms, as you can see on that sticker sheet, they're really big, so I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna use those, so we'll just leave those alone for now. Plus I thought I could use the mushrooms in a different setup, maybe for like a fairy setup or something. And one of the biggest things I think when we are doing planning is always like, when's enough with the stickers. So I kept trying to make sure I wasn't going too crazy, but that I also wanted to make it look like a foresty scene. And I just gave away that I'm probably going to use those mushrooms in some kind of theme next year. And I am planning on doing a little bit more focused on the magical, mythical, and fairy tale realm kind of thing. So to give you guys a little hint about what kind of setups I'm going to be doing next year, I'm going to be working on some art pieces that are in that genre too. And so I thought it'd be kind of fun to use my bullet journal as my processing part, but also to just kind of have that connection between the two of my artwork versus my bullet journal. And I thought it was kind of weird. I think with the animals, I kept wanting to give them brown things to stand on because it just looked kind of weird, them just hanging out in the middle of nowhere. So I really like the way the page turned out though. And then we're going to move on to the calendar space. And I tried to add elements without taking too much away, and trying to cover up the spells that are on the top from Harry Potter. So whiteout was my friend. I'm trying to not use too much whiteout because I feel like that's been a lot, but the washi tape is really see-through, so you would be able to see the words through it, and I just didn't want to have that happen. And I kept trying to figure out which other washi tapes to use with this green plaid, but it just didn't look that great. You can see that I tried some different washi with a Christmas scene on it, and then later on I'm going to go through and just tear it off because I was like, no, that doesn't look right. But with this, I was just trying to find different ways to kind of pull the brown paper and the washi tape through the entire setup so that everything kind of goes together. And see, you can see I'm removing that washi tape now, and I decided to use the red. It looks a little bit more Christmassy, and I really like the way that came out. And I did a male deer, and I don't know if I show it, but I actually cut off the antlers to make the female deer that I'm going to put with him. So I kind of wanted to share that part because all they had was male deer. So bucks, that's what they're called. And then I was looking through to see if there's anything else I kind of wanted to add throughout the calendar part. it was really hard to figure out how to use some of the stickers because Happy Planner has them set, and it's a classic set, but it's a certain size, so it's kind of hard to fill some of the spaces up with those boxes because they're set for the weekly setups. I did like using a lot of the little stickers with the like pine bells, acorns, and I'm not even sure what the other little flower set things were, but I kind of tried to add them all over the place to make it look cohesive and together with the cover page. And I really had fun with the trees. I wish they would have just did a whole big page of just the little trees, or maybe 2 pages, because I was having a lot of fun building my little forest everywhere. And then I just figured that was probably enough. So I created a different page for the weeklies, and then I wanted to show that I've been corner page using my corner cutter to round the pages. I really like having the rounded corners on my bullet journal. And then I wanted to create tabs. So that was one thing that I decided to try differently, is to have tabs this month, and I might carry that on into the next month. I really like having the tabs to mark the different weeks. So I'll probably be using a blend of tabs and the waterfall tabs because I like the way the waterfall looks, but I really like these kinds of tabs too, and I think that they add something to the bullet journal, give it a little bit of spice and also to kind of just distinguish, it makes it easier for me to grab which week is which. And then I came back and I started coloring the tabs. I did use the brown, but because I whited out part of that on the calendar, it turned like a weird gray color. So I go back and fix that later. But I wanted to color the tabs to distinguish them from the rest of the pages. And I think that it's kind of fun to add a little bit of color this way or add a little bit of design without going too crazy. Okay, so we're gonna look at how November went. So the first thing is the calendar got pretty full. Trying to figure out the best way to use the calendar for myself. Added some different stickers up top. Yeah, the 15 minutes a day, the habit tracker did not work for me. Obviously, it's not filled in at all. I kind of like the setup to a point. I actually can check off some things. That actually was not mine to deal with because I thought I was building those, but Doug got those complete. And then I created the banners. I contacted those. That has to be migrated. That has to be migrated. That has to be migrated. Did not get those done. Work on any of those. We didn't work on that at all, so I did do this. So the ISE business, that has to be migrated. That needs to be migrated. I got all of those done. That done. That done. I need to make sure I do responses for that one. So I need to migrate responses. I have 8 of those to do. I did my grateful page, and then I did my potential. But then because this wasn't working in this format here, I switched to having events up top, well, events on the bottom down here because I started this one. But then I started doing just the Alistair method. That worked way better. I moved my habits down on the bottom of this one. I don't think that'll work as a continuation. I might have to do a different section. So I'm looking at Jashi Corinne's because I love her videos. I love her setups. So I might do something similar to her at the beginning of each week or something, and then do my running list instead of day by day. But these all need to be migrated because I need to work on them today. This included and this included. I did that wrong. So I need to fill in the dot and then do the arrows here. So as you can see, if it doesn't work for me, I usually change things up. I did have these with stickers on them. I was gonna do like some memory kind of keeping pages. I didn't do that. I just left this one blank because I didn't know what to do on that one. But, so we're gonna migrate into this, and I've already got assignments due, a bunch of meetings, so we're already filled. We've got 4 birthdays this month. Obviously this is gonna be a really big month, so we are going to, I'm going to because I don't like flipping back and forth, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop out the calendar. I don't need that. Pop out this. I don't need this. This one has some migration that needs to be added, but I don't know exactly where, so I might add it to master list. Okay. This one's just some projects. That one doesn't have anything to migrate. This one just has the responses, so I need to make sure I add that to this week here. Okay. But I think it's in here. No, I didn't add it. So I'm actually going to add it into this page because this is the page that I'm going to use. Responses. I'm supposed to get that done. Okay. So I'm going to use these 2 pages and migrate over, and I love that I can just pop them out because sometimes flipping back and forth drives me a little crazy. So now we're going to come into the December, oopsie, my bad. Getting a little rough and tumble with my planner. Pop it back on. Okay, so this is this week. Today I have a lot of homework to get done. So I'm just gonna migrate over and look. So this one is completed. Let's see, which other ones do I have? So this one needs to be migrated. Yes, this needs to be done this week. So I actually already migrated that one over. So I'm just gonna go stat, homework 13. That needs to be done today. Okay. What else needs to be done? So I'm just gonna write them in and then I'll figure out when they need to be done. So I need to create a memo. Up enough space here. It's because I was trying to cover this up. So that's all migrated over. November gets added to my pile, just so you guys can see the pile. Oh, see, I wrote stance, stat final project. That's okay, I need to work on it both weeks. Okay, after I showed the migration, I'm going to show you, I did change quite a bit. I did do December, added December here with the gold. I also highlighted the numbers to kind of give it a little bit of separation. And then I created these pages. So that one that had that little gray thing right here, I didn't like it. I like the lines I can't see. And I didn't like that it was all wonky, so I changed this. I just glued on a page I got out of a composition notebook, and then I did gold tabs, and then I did a running list on one side, routines, priorities, migrated, and events. I don't think I'll keep migrated. It doesn't really make sense to me, but I did get this part off of Jashi Kren, so. And then I started changing this, and I know you guys can see all the white out parts. It looks really ugly, but I figured I can live through it for this month. So instead of changing this one, because that's what I covered over and made the list go higher, I just left it alone. And just figured during these weeks it probably won't be that much to get done anyway. So then I just continued on in the last week here, and then I started weekly pages with the composition notebook pages. So I wrote down every day, and I'm writing in Ojibwe. Holiday list, give myself away. And then a monthly review here. So goals, other projects achieved, incomplete challenges, and to try, and we'll see how that goes. But that is the changes that I've made in December.